Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Welcome back to the analysis of the Forex markets from the ForexPeaceArmy.com. Let's take a look at the situation on the euro currency in the beginning of the current week. So, the price action due to holidays in Europe, due to the Easter holiday, hasn't changed much. So, market in general stands at the same level as on Friday. What we see here, this is some complex support level, because this is the 618 target of that pattern, A, B, C, top, 618 target. Also, that is the monthly pivot support one. It's right here, we have discussed it on Friday. Also, you can see this is the support of that trend line that is forming right from the beginning of the current year. And finally, this is the 88 support, minor fib support from that swing, from that low till that high, 88 support. In fact, since we have the bullish trend on the weekly time frame, we have the medium-term bullish context, because this in general some A, B, C bottom, D pattern that still has chances to form on the weekly time frame, and it hasn't been vanished yet totally by this price action, because by this price action currently we should treat it as just a compounding of the BC leg and shifting it onto ABCD move, because previously we suggest that this will be just A, B, C bottom and D acceleration, so that is the simple BC leg. Now this could possibly shift to the complex BC leg, A in the way of the smaller ABCD downward pattern. The target of that pattern stands right here. It's around 129, 129.50 area. It's also an agreement, because this is the combination of the constellation of the ABCD pattern and 618 support from that swing. Also take a look, this green line is the weekly pivot support one of the coming week. It stands at 129.56. It's also right here. So that is the significant area of support. Another possibility for price action on the daily time frame is this butterfly cell that also could form, at least theoretically, on the daily time frame. But for that purpose, that this butterfly hold, market should not take this low. This is the first condition, and the second condition, market should accelerate further to the upside and take out all these fib resistances. Since market stands at support level, it probably will show some pullback, but depending on the way and how market will behave with this retracement will depend further price action. If market will reach just this level and turn to the downside, then probably we could rely on this ABCD pattern and expect reaching with 129 area. But if market will break this level to the upside, this will mean something different, because this is 3/8 resistance of this swing. It's 131.66. Also, that is the weekly pivot point. It's 131.68. Stands in the tight range. It's very close to each other. As you know, the pivot point shows the sentiment on the market, and if market will move above the pivot point, that will shift the daily time frame sentiment on the bullish. Also, if market will break this level to the upside, it will be very close to the shifting daily trend to the bullish again, and that will be absolutely unwelcome for the bearish environment and the bearish development of the situation by that ABCD pattern. So that's why our major focus on the beginning of the current week is that level. Depending on how market will behave around it, will tell us what to expect: further continuation according to this butterfly, or downward development to the 129 area. On the 4-hour time frame, we see that 4-hour time frame trend has turned bullish. That is the same levels that we have on the daily time frame. It's some kind of the agreement. It's a combination of the weekly pivot point and the 3-8 resistance level. The second question on the 4-hour time frame is, could we treat this price action as the potential for the double repo buy pattern? For those who don't know about it, this is the Jordan-Apley directional pattern, a reversal pattern that could lead for some deeper retracement to the upside. For that pattern we need solid thrust to the downside without penetration of this green line. This is 3 periods simple moving average shifted forward for the 3 periods. Although we have this penetration right here, but market by this penetration hasn't reached the 3-8 resistance of that swing, so it hasn't reached any significant fib resistance level. That's why this acceptable, this retracement is acceptable. The weak moment of that thrusting move to the downside is the small number of bars, and the major part of this thrust is due to this thrusting bar to the downside. This tells us that probably we should better treat it as the double repo lookalike, because this is not the perfect context for the double repo pattern, but still it could work. So if market will form the double repo buy patterns right here, then we could expect the retracement to that level. Also, you may drop your time frame to the 5-minute chart or the 15-minute chart and look for potential harmonic patterns that could appear here, because very often double repo patterns combines with the butterfly patterns that could form in this area. So if on the 5-minute chart you will see the butterfly buy, it's right here, then this will be another confirmation of the potential move to the upside. That what's significant for the scalpers, for the scalp traders, because they could try to trade it on the long side of the market with the minimum targets around weekly pivot point. For day traders, appearance of the reversal pattern will tell us that probably market is ready to retracement, and the first level to watch for is right here, 131.65, 131.68. When the market will reach this level, we should drop our time frame to the 5-minute chart, to the 15-minute chart, and watch for the sell patterns. If market will show anything right here, then we could try to short this market. If market will pass this level as the hot knife through the body and accelerate above the weekly pivot point, above this resistance, then do not enter on the short side of the market, because it's very dangerous to stand against the pivot, especially if market shows some significant move to the upside, because this could be the first sign that probably this butterfly could take the lead against this ABCD pattern. So that's why this level is extremely important. So that's our current view on the situation on the euro currency. So good luck to you, and monitor the development of the situation on the 4-hour chart, on the hourly chart, and especially around that level, because this level we could say some kind of the break-even level for the different scenarios on the daily time frame.